Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Good morning, life. Good morning, sun. How are you? Skies above.
I haven't done a sit down video for a while, so I thought I'll just do a little sit down update because a lot's happened. And my last sit down video was being 20 in 2023, which I had an amazing response to, and I had so many people reach out to me and saying that they felt the same, and it just was so lovely to connect to people. Thank you. Today I'm just going to update you a little bit because there's some things that have changed in my life. So obviously this is my outlet. I'm putting myself out there and being vulnerable and open, so it just makes sense to kind of tell you what's going on. I quit my job. It was about 2 weeks ago now. I'm still feeling a bit unsure about the decision. Basically, as you know, I was trying to go back to work, and I went back and then I wasn't back and then I was back. I was off for however long with mental health issues, and every time I went in it was just really bad anxiety. It got to the point where I wasn't able to get signed off any longer by the doctors. I had a couple days at work, and then it got to the point where each morning I was kind of trying to update my manager on how I'm feeling, and having to call in sick if I was having a panic attack in the morning, and it felt like I was letting them down because every day they're like, we don't know if Freya's in today, and I didn't know whether I was going to be in, which when you've got anxiety and you don't know what's going to happen on a day-to-day basis, that can really stress you out. And then I get to the end of the day and be like, right, I'm going in tomorrow, and prepare myself for that. And then the next morning obviously the same thing's happening again, and it's like I just felt so guilty calling in sick, because then they've got to try and find cover, and like you can't run a business on it if people are being unreliable. And I hate it because I am not an unreliable person. That's just not who I am, and I always try and do my best and do extra, and I just couldn't anymore. So I made a decision to quit my job. I spoke to my therapist, I spoke to mum, and we collaboratively decided that the best thing for me at this current time is to do nothing. Messaged my manager, and she was so lovely about it. I think she really understood, and I just said, I think I need to work on myself and not stress about work for a while. And she agreed. She said that obviously my mental health is the most important thing, so I have to put myself first, and this was the best decision. I cried about it a lot. That job was perfect. It was everything I was looking for. The hours were perfect, the people were lovely, like it fit really well with all my dancing. It was an easy job, like I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the customers, and like just everything about it was amazing, and I had so many opportunities when I was there, and it's just really sad that it ended like that. But I think no matter what career I was in, or no matter what job I was doing, the same outcome would have eventually came out, because it's my mental health, and I just don't think that that was helping. Since then, like I said, I've been doing nothing. I'm still doing my teaching because that is my overall career goal, and obviously I'm still at RAD doing my coursework and stuff with them. I have my final exam on Friday, which is really exciting. I'm a bit scared, but it's just crazy to think this is like my last week as a student, and then I'm potentially a qualified teacher. So yeah, that's the main thing that I've been focusing on at the moment, is just my dancing and my teaching, which means that I'm not completely out of work, and I'm not just lounging around all day not doing anything every day. I do that most days, but I have depression. That is something that happens. I have my driving test coming up. I'm not going to say when, because if I fail, that's embarrassing. It's not embarrassing actually. Most people don't pass first time, but I don't have to tell everyone that I failed, because I'm going to already be disappointed in myself. That's just the two main things I'm focusing on: driving test, passing teaching exams, because those two things that I've got coming up over the next few weeks are going to completely change my life. I kind of feel like this has all come at the best time for me because I can actually put my time into it. How have I been doing? Not great, I'll be completely honest. Obviously, now that I'm not stressing about work, I'm not really finding that I'm getting anxious about things. I still obviously have the days where it's like, oh my god, my anxiety is so bad today, and like struggle to get out of the house and stuff, but it's not as bad. What has been bad is my depression, because I'm now not at work and feel like I don't really have anything to work for. And obviously it's so like heartbreaking when you're someone like me who is such a hard worker. It feels like I've really let myself down. I feel disappointed in myself, even though I know it's what I needed. It never feels good, does it? Like saying that you weren't able to do something that you had your heart set on. Trying to deal with those feelings of like feeling low, and I just feel like some days there's just no point in anything. Like even last week I had to miss a dance class because I just couldn't get out of bed all day. I was just in bed crying, and like nothing was upsetting me. I just felt so disappointed in myself, and I was just like, what is the point of anything? And I'm trying to get back into not listening to those negative thoughts, but it is so much easier said than done. The last few weeks haven't been the best, and I have been really struggling, just trying to get on and do my own thing now. I've started a new mini series on TikTok called the Depression Diaries. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, then go give me a follow. This past weekend gone, I had a really bad day. Me and Harrison just had a duvet day and it was lovely. We just watched films all day, and then after he left I still really struggled to get out of bed, and I ended up staying awake like all night. And I just thought, I don't want to live my life like this anymore. I want to be happy again, and I want to feel like myself again, because at the moment I'm like, I don't know who I am anymore. I decided to start this like mini series on TikTok. So basically what it is it's just like a daily vlog of me trying to work through my depression, kind of like helping me stick to a routine, because if I'm like, oh, I've got to make content, then I'm actually going and doing something rather than just staying in bed. And I know if I do have a day where I'm just staying in bed, then I can quickly go on and say like, oh, I'm not doing too great today, but this is how far I have come in the previous sessions. The goal is to create like a daily routine, because obviously all the days just end up blending into one. Because I'm still doing my teaching and dancing, it makes it a little bit easier, but it's the main daytime part where I would be at work, where I'm just now at home and I'm just sat in bed watching TV, like not feeling great about myself. And I don't want that. Like this time off of me not working is to work on myself. So I've decided I'm gonna try getting up at the same time every day. So I'm aiming for about 7. I want to get up early. I don't want to get into the habit of having lie-ins every single day, because then when I do eventually go back to work or find a new job or whatever, I'm gonna really struggle getting back into a morning routine. To try and go to the gym first thing, like not even think about it, just get up, go to the gym, because then that's out the way and I've done it, and that's something that I've achieved. And if I spent the rest of the day in bed, at least I've already gone and worked out. I want to remember to take my greens, remember to take all my meds, because there is days where I don't, and that's not helping me progress. I want to try and get out of the house at least once a day. So again, even if it is just going to the gym in the morning, or going to meet a friend, or going to get a coffee, or even just going to dance, because I have been putting that off. I can't be stuck in this environment all day every day. It's not healthy. I want to try and eat healthier. When I was off work, obviously I was still getting paid, like sick pay, so I did get used to just like ordering food when I couldn't get out of bed, and like obviously I didn't want to look after myself, whereas now I do. So I want to try and eat healthier, and like I'm hoping that will physically make me feel better, so that I am then motivated to get all my goals done. I want to try and keep up on housework, because if you've had depression, you'll understand that when you don't look after yourself, your surroundings also aren't taken care of, and that then makes you feel worse. I can't relax when my room is a tip, and because I'm too depressed to get out of bed and tidy my room, it's like neither thing is working. I just kind of want to take more responsibility for myself in the way that I'm looking after me and my body and my mind. Your physical and mental health are all linked, and obviously that's really, really important. And as a dancer and someone who likes going to the gym, my physical health isn't the greatest. It isn't where it should be. I'm not respecting myself, and I'm not listening to myself. I've been suffering with injuries the last few weeks. I dislocated my knee and then I sprained my ankle, and like these aren't helping my mental health. So if I can really, really take care of my physical health, then that's gonna really improve my mental health as well. Another thing that I've done, which I might regret doing, there's been some mixed reactions about this. So I have booked a solo trip for myself for a month's time. So it was so last minute, and it just happened. I had a series of really bad days, and I was just thinking, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be at home. I don't have a job to go to now. I don't want to see anyone. Like, I just want to be on my own. My feelings and emotions and thoughts, they do affect my friendships and relationships, and it's not easy for my friends always having to check on me. I mean, they do it without hesitation. Like, I love them, they love me. Like, it's not like I'm being a burden, but I do need to learn how to love myself and look after myself and not rely on other people. I think that this holiday will just be a great confidence boost for me to prove like you can do something on your own. I just want a week where I can just have no distractions. It's just me looking after me. I need to do this for me. Well, I started with a new therapist. Spoke to her for the first time yesterday. It's hard when you speak to someone that you've never spoken to before, because especially where I've been doing therapy for a while now, I've gotten used to speaking to the same person every week, and she already knows all my problems, and she, like, every week is just a catch up, and I don't have to re-explain myself. But then when you speak to someone new for the first time, it's like, oh my god, like, are they gonna think you're crazy? Are they not gonna understand where you're coming from? Like, are they gonna be judging you for feeling how you're feeling? Which they don't. They're a therapist, they hear it a lot. But it did feel a bit like I was trying to explain myself, and I don't know whether she really understood where I was coming from. But then again, it was our first time speaking, so I guess the more sessions I do with her, the easier it will get, and we will get to that point again. She's given me homework. This is my first therapy homework. So I have to write a list of my worries and triggers, any situations that trigger me, and then I need to consider for each one my emotions, my thoughts, my physical, and my actions. So for example, going to work was a trigger, my emotions being anxiety, depression, all of this. Then my thoughts were like, I can't do this, I can't do anything. And then my physical would have been actual panic attack symptoms of like crying and shaking and couldn't breathe. And then my actions were, I can't go in, I'm gonna stay at home. And then it's like a vicious circle, because nothing's changing, so it doesn't stop. So yeah, my homework is to write out all of my triggers in that form, so that we can start to break out of this circle. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end that there for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's been a bit of a boring video today. Like I said, this is my outlet, and it's just me chatting a load of rubbish at you on why I feel like crap and what I'm doing about it. So Thank you for watching, and if you do want to see more, then head over to my TikTok, where I'm going to be trying to post daily, have you guys join me getting my life back, because I feel like I've lost my life to depression and I'm fed up with it, and I just want to be myself again. So thanks for watching.
Say what you wanna say to me now.